All right. Hi, you guys. Okay. Okay. So I have been thinking about going down part time, um, and I'm thinking about doing it sooner than later. I was thinking about the end of this year, going into 2020 as part time, but I'm thinking, can I do it right now? And this is what this is all about, seeing if I can go down part time and still be okay and still work on getting out of debt. Let's see. Okay. Now let's talk about my pay. Is this what I make right now? No, I do make a little bit more than that, but I'm putting in there that I will not get like my shift differential and so forth. So this is a little bit lower, which is always good to look at your income as being a little bit lower than what it is. So let's go over it. My current deductions I have to keep in mind is $200 for roughly, these are rough estimates, but they're close enough. Most of these ones I rounded up, but I decrease my income versus what I will actually get. So yeah. So looking at like my health insurance and all of those different things for me and my son, this is per paycheck. You're looking at $200 for health insurance. My house savings account is around $40 every paycheck, and then around $30 from our 401k. So that's going to be a deduction of around $270 per paycheck. So I was thinking, hey, what is the lowest I can probably get down to and still be okay? So this is what I was looking at 20 hours per week. Yes, just 20 hours per week. I get paid bi-weekly, so that's 40 hours in a paycheck, so that's $920. Subtracting away these manual deductions of health insurance, that'll put me at $650 per paycheck before taxes. Okay, so that's $1,350. And taxes are roughly, with a smaller income, obviously, less taxes are deducted. So let's say $125 per paycheck being deducted for tax purposes. That will put me at $250 for the month. So of course I have to deduct that from here. That will put me at $1,050. And then income from elsewhere will be $400. That is always going to come in. Okay. I do not want to go into detail about, hey, where's this $400 coming from? It's not from working. Let's put it like that. So that'll put me at $1,450. Some things, I do have to keep private, you guys. I try to be open and honest as much as possible, but some things, is cut to a minimum. Not to a minimum, but I just don't feel like sharing that with you guys. But you guys always see this in my income with my first check of the month. So looking at my bills, hopefully I did not leave anything out. But I'm looking at like the necessities. Rent is usually around $780, but I'll keep that at $790. Groceries is a must of $100. This is per month. My cable and internet bill. Now, of course, I can cut cable if needed, but I'm still including that in here. That's $130. Gas for my car around $60 per month. My Dominion bill, which is like our power, I believe, I put $90. Right now I'm on a year, like every 6 months or yearly they look at it and see where if it should go up or go down. So right now it's like at $84 per month at a set amount until they do another review. So I just put that at 90. Richmond Utilities right now is kind of low. My next one is less than $20, but I'll just put that at $50. Me and Jamez's allowance. Now, do we still need this? Do I still need an allowance? Does Jamez still need an allowance with me being part-time? It's not a must, but I will put that in there. Excuse me. $20 for the gym, because I do plan on getting my son signed up for the gym, which should be only $10 per month for him. I already paid $10. our cell phone bill will be around $30, my monthly donations, and then my car renter's insurance. No, I do not have a car payment. Well, other things. Oh, and then I was thinking well, if I go down to part-time, you guys may see that there is no school loan, because if I go down part-time, based on my income, that can be at $0 per month. Okay, so I wouldn't have my school loan. What other thing do I usually have? Let's look at it really quick. Oh my goodness. So we have, like house items and laundry, cable, school loan. So we would cut out the fun category and the outing category from there. Yeah, I would cut out laundry and house items and couponing. And the reason why I say that, give me a second. Let me just make sure there's nothing else on here. Fun, outing, medical, my credit card payments. Now, the only things that's on my credit card payments, so of course, so if you add in here, I don't want to put Discover on here, even though it should. Discover payment would come from, what would that come from? That would come from me working at Amazon or Kohl's, even if I just did the minimum. But I know I can get more hours at these places if I wanted to. So that minimum payment, let's say if I put that down to $250, I can get that from here. And that's where the other categories will come from, like say forth our maintenance, me and Jamez maintenance, that's $100 per month, like for clothing. And I do want to mention this, that this 20 hours is just for me to make sure I have a job and I'm still able to collect my insurance and things like that, right? You do have to take into consideration, I can sign up for extra hours if I want to, but mentally I work from home. Sometimes I just feel so drained. I've been doing this for over 7 years. I love my job, but I remember being part-time and I was so much happier. And my depression, I feel like as I get older, it's harder to get out the funks that I get into. So I just rather have this option, and we'll see. I'm just trying to really get my head around if this would be something that will work out. Let's talk about Kohl's. So I did hand in my 2-week notice, right? When I made that video, I did hand in my 2-week notice. I let everybody know at Kohl's that I handed in my 2-week notice. There was this one lady, I told her, hey, I just got back on my depression meds and I just feel like sleeping all the time. And she was like, Candace, get back your 2-week notice and let's just, change your availability. So that's what I did, because my initial was to stay until August, the end of August, before my son goes back to school. Why? Because I do want to take advantage of their associate discount. Discount for back to school for my son, for clothes. Okay, you have to think kind of outside the box. So roughly, this change, you guys know we go on our trip next week for the Bahamas. When I come back, I'll just be working on truck days, which is going to be so much better. And say forfeit, they only schedule me from 5 to 12, or 5 to 10 at minimum on a truck day, or 5 to 9. That's 8 to 10 hours per week. But this allows me to get out the house. You guys know the main reason why I started working at Amazon and Kohl's is to get out the house, because I knew, and like in the winter times, my depression gets the worst, and I just wanted to get out the house. And I've just been working from home for so long that this helped me get out the bed. So this extra income will kind of be something that I will kind of rely on. The Kohl's one will be more for me saving up for my son's school clothes. And let's see, a full picture. So you're looking at $1,450. Now, if I were to take out me and my son's allowance and put that down here, that would be okay. But I was just trying to see, I guess I should technically take this stuff out, like this 150 out of my necessities, because an allowance is not a necessity at all. But these other bills I do have to pay. For some reason, I feel like I'm missing something. Give me a moment, y'all. It's probably because of my cash envelopes. But out of my cash envelopes, the only thing that's really needed is groceries. And do I want to cut that down anymore? No. But yeah, these are donation, gym, Netflix. Social Security payback. I would have to add that on. My Discover credit card, personal, that's my allowance. Fun, phone, that's our cell phone, cable and internet. Yeah, that's basically everything. So, I mean, I could cut this out and put that down here, but once again, this will still allow me, this is at a minimum, if I just wanted to do 4 or 5 days a week at 4 hours per day, or, 5 hours per day and work 4-day weeks, who knows? But that's just, hey, Candace, can you get down to the bare minimum and still be okay? I could. Right now, me working full time is doing what? Allowing us to have extra money, first and foremost, for me to get out of debt with Amazon. Not Amazon, with Discover, because I do $1,000 payment. And usually, with this extra money right here, that will go to, like, from Amazon and Kohl's, that will go towards debt. But because of us having trips, we went to New York. We have the Bahamas coming up, and then we have another trip to New York, this time to go visit my family in June, July time frame. That one doesn't require money at all, so I don't have to save up for that. But eventually, this money from Amazon and Kohl's will go right back to Discover. So I still want to get out of debt. And then I was thinking, well, Candace, if you go down part-time, you may get more money back from income tax, so that can go towards your Discover payment as well. So we'll see, you guys. Let me know your thoughts about it. And if I do this, it would be like September time frame. I would want it earlier, but I'm thinking before my son goes back to school to get these things changed, because you can't go through so many changes while that, making so many changes with your schedule and so forth. And I know my doctor will sign off on this for me as like a medical reason as well, so it doesn't have to be permanent. But I'm just thinking, like, in general, Candace, would you be okay for you and your son to get by? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts. I'll look forward to them, and I'll speak with you guys soon. All right, bye.